This video is sponsored by My Subscribe Button. With My Subscribe Button, you can get the world's most okayest content delivered straight to your feed, made with love, determination, and a lot of executive dysfunction.
I have it as
My Subscribe Button is instant and completely free.
It's free.
Guaranteed satisfaction, or you can just unsubscribe or whatever, there's no hassle. Sign up to My Subscribe Button today. It makes dreams come true. Mainly mine though. Scott Cawthon, at the ripe age of 32 years old, decided to wake up one day and try his hand at making a Pokémon clone. And while he sadly didn't manage to become enough of a threat to Nintendo for them to sue him for patent infringement, he did, however, manage to win the award in my own heart for creating what is possibly the most punchable main character I have ever laid eyes on. Hello and welcome back to another FNAF's Forgotten Legacy. It was not called this in the last video's title screen because I hadn't named it that yet. During the last episode, we took a look at a handful of Scott Cawthon's older titles, playing a small amount of each of them, and in one specific case, not even playing it at all.
The game crashed!
This episode, however, is going to be a bit different, focusing on one game in particular, the Pokémon Adventure, with an exclamation mark. The reason we're doing this is because when confronted with a turn-based monster catching game of any sort, the Pokémon sleeper agent laying dormant in the back of my brain bolts upright like the Exorcist girl, pilots my body and causes me to accidentally finish the whole game. Bear in mind this is most likely the same sleeper agent that keeled over and died about halfway through Pokémon Violet. Poor thing was skin and bones by the time this game found it. It would have eaten anything. The Pokémon Adventure with an exclamation mark starts off as you'd imagine any other Scott game would.
This is...
Bewilderment, of course. A complete loss for words. A clear blue sky, a perfectly drawn MS Paint sun, and this chili pepper, who looks like he's not legally allowed to be this close to a child. Starting off our exhilarating journey immediately brings us to this all-purpose 5-in-1 pause menu, which somehow simultaneously tells you too much and not enough.
Right click to put the ball. Put it where?
On this screen, we are introduced to our first two faithful companions that we will absolutely love and cherish for the entire length of the game.
What is this? Ice Mallow? Oh, is this another one where I use the mouse? It is! Cheese toe! That's a foot.
Once we get our bearings in the menu here, we can click this back button to enter the game.
Back? Oh? Hello? Is this someone's oh my god! Oh my god! Is that just a Final Fantasy music?
And, boy, is it something. Is it absolutely something, for sure. It only takes about 5 seconds of walking until we are introduced to what is essentially the entire plot of the game.
Stop, go away, I want to see his walk animation. Please, I want to see... What the fuck is that?
You know, I don't think Nintendo's gonna want to sue for a patent infringement, but I know another company which might be interested. The plot of Pokémon Adventure exclamation mark is so completely unbothered by itself existing that it may as well not even be there. I'm gonna go through the entire plot right now, as it quite literally spoils nothing, because there is nothing to spoil. Talking to Mad Clown, which yes is his name, reveals that he is happy to see you here on Pokémon Island. He mentions that of course he is going to keep all the best stuff for himself, but we are welcome to play in the child's area. He then completely vanishes out of thin air.
God damn it. Why does every clown know how to teleport?
You know, I wouldn't really see any part of a deserted island filled with ravenous monsters that are trying to kill you as being a child's area, but I guess that's just down to general opinion. We then proceed to chase Mad Clown through the entire island as he puts progressively more dangerous monsters down to block the path of what appears to be an 8-year-old boy. Mad Clown gets very angry at us for doing this, and then we fight his most prized monster, and then the game says you win, and then you win. That's it. That's literally all the game gives you. The game does not explain to you why you are there, how you got there in the first place, what Pokémon Island is, who the clown is, what the clown wants, why you are chasing him, why he's angry at you for doing so, and why the fuck I started the game with a sentient foot made of cheese. But alas, the game continues, or it would if I could just stop being distracted for 5 seconds.
looks like he's shuffling on his knees.
Now, this game immediately has various issues with it, which can make the whole experience quite disorienting. The very minimal amount of graphics in one area, coupled with the almost constant random encounters, which take about 5 minutes at a time to finish, and the fact that there is absolutely no map, all come together into one fantastical middle finger to create a scenario in which I walk around in circles for roughly 20 minutes.
Please. Thank you. I just want to know where to go. I just want to know what to do. This game didn't give me anything. This game didn't give me any instructions. There was just a clown. He just told me he was going to take everything, but I could play here. And then he left me on an island with cheese toe. Please, stop putting me in battles. I just want to know where to go.
After finally discovering that East exists, I'm greeted once more by our complex antagonist, legally known as First Name Mad, Last Name Clown.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's something! It's something.
As it turns out, bootleg Ronald McDonald here doesn't want us snooping off down his evil mad clown cave, so as a safeguard, he entrusts the protection of this passageway to bootleg Hulk, or Ugo as they call him, a situation that I accept with an air of understanding and utmost professionalism.
Hey Ugo, how you doing? I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Ugo then proceeds to deal almost the entirety of my health in one hit whilst yelling his copyright-safe catchphrase, Ugo Crush.
Oh, never mind. I still have regen, and I should. So if he hits me, he does. Okay. All right. Okay. I think he got a crit. I didn't play around with the crit, guys. I'm sorry.
Ugo put up a good fight, but with cold hard determination, limitless skill, and cheese toe, success was well within our grasp.
Come on, don't fail me now. Yes, I caught him. I caught Ugo!
And with that, our first new Powermon had been acquired, and what better friend to join the ranks of our squad than Bootleg Hulk. With a newly found confident stride, I descended down into the Mad Clown's weird cave thing that he just owns. I guess he just has that. But whatever waited for us on the other side, I was ready for it. With Ugo on our side, we were unstoppable. Or we would have been if Ugo didn't have, other plans.
Alright. I guess we're just gonna keep throwing rocks until we land one. Yeah, this sounds about right. Great. Well, Ugo, you did good, buddy. You did really well. Oh.
Yeah, that confidence didn't last very long, but that is not to say that Ugo did not have his moments. Ugo's time had yet to come, and believe me, it did, just not in the way I was expecting. You see, earlier in the game, before the first boss, I accidentally did something which triggered a chain reaction towards eventually discovering what I'm assuming was a huge oversight, which allowed me to essentially cheese the entire early to mid game.
Can I... Oh, I can just send... Oh, I can just do that at any time? Alright.
So, when I went outside to level up my Powermon a bit, I finally put the pieces together.
I guess I can grind up my Uga. Was that his name? Uga? Ugar? Ugar Boogar? I don't know, dude. I can just... Wait, what? You can just swap him out whenever? Wait, hang on. Can I just make Uga take all the damage? Is this it? Is this something I could do?
And thus Ugo, my beloved, found his purpose. Too unreliable to deal consistent damage, his job was now to be relentlessly beaten in order for the other Powermon to stay alive. I could not imagine more noble of a cause. You'll do us proud, Ugo. You'll do us proud.
Uga do good. Uga do real good. Like, it's like, Ugo, I'm sorry, I'm calling him the wrong thing. Your name is Ugo. Like, you go and take all the damage for me whilst I do everything else. That is a good Ugo. Oh no! Oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
Throughout my foray into the Mad Clown's domain, it really began to ring true to me the limitless imagination of one Mr. Scott Cawthon, who blew me away with his incredible Powermon designs.
Genius strats. That is just a hand. Alright, well this is... Whoa! Dude, this guy is jacked! This guy's jacked as shit!
As well as that, our team was steadily growing.
Hell yeah. I caught it! Hell yeah! Oh my god. Earthwrap and Thornbush. Spiky. Oh man, you're going right there, dude.
But, as is always unfortunately the case, growth facilitates loss. And with that, we were forced to say goodbye to our favourite lactose appendage.
Sorry, Cheese Tail. You just... really gross.
But not before running into our favourite little lawsuit and his next big minion thing.
What is that thing? What is that thing?
Seriously, what was Scott thinking with this pose? My dude looks like a naked Donatello trying to stop the walls and ceiling from closing in on him. Talking to Mr. Clown again, he claims that we must have accidentally beaten Ugo and wandered into his passageway. I'm sorry to break it to you, dude, but we beat Ugo because he's about as blind as a mole rat. You need to take my guy to Specsavers because the poor thing can't throw a rock to save his life. And I mean that quite literally too, the dude died like 7 times trying. And so, as the Mad Clown teleports away once again, the battle with, Ninju commenced.
Alright, dude. Let's go. Let's go, let's do it.
To be honest, Ninju went down rather quick, and this had me a little bit fooled, as I thought because of this, he wasn't going to be the greatest addition to our team, but this is set to be proven wrong later down the line.
Yeah, I think we can just... You got pretty high health, little guy, little thing. You can just continue on. Business as usual. There you go. Okay, I caught this guy too. You just catch every single one of the bosses?
At last, however, the smell of freedom filled my lungs once more as I ascended from the clown caverns, having successfully traversed approximately 10 feet. But apparently, I'm not the only thing that can be stopped by 2 trees, because we now have a whole new host of Powermon to fight and catch. Although these ones I found use some rather questionable methods of attacking me.
But pants? Hello? Okay, I stink now, apparently? I don't know what the hell that means. You're just farting on me. I'm poisoned, aren't I? It's poison damage. I'm killing myself.
I'm going to spare you the boredom and speed through this area a little bit quicker because this is just another woods area. We got Cake, Biggest Cake, Ice Pop, Double Ice Pop, Ronald, and his big snake. Ronald begins to get irritated for whatever story-based reason this game is withholding from us. He yells, "All the Powermon are belong to me," and then he vanishes, as he has vague concepts of things he needs to be doing, and we are getting in the way of whatever they may or may not be. Thankfully though, Ronald has left his snake for us to fight, and this was a fantastic time for the game to introduce an entirely new form of team-wide poison damage, and this game's first instance of something we'll be seeing a lot more of: power creep.
Oh my god. Jesus, what is this? I'm on fire? Oh, he's dead. How did he die? What? Is my whole team taking damage?
So, I decided to do some off-camera grinding, so I could be strong enough to continue upon my
legally mandated story-based objective.
Yeah, so, unfortunately, we've had to replace our boy Ugo, because he just wasn't really pulling through. However, let me just turn this down a little bit. Hello, can I get back into the game? Thank you, there we go. However, secret hidden MVP here, okay? Ninju. Earlier on in the game, I laughed at the idea of having an attack that simply just did 25% of the HP, but now, when we have, you know, HP within the 500s, within the thousands, it's a little broken, and plus this one right here, incredible. Just watch this shit, look at that.
And with that, I finally took the bastard down.
Alright, swell, there we go. Oh my god, look at that, get dominated, you don't even know what's coming. Okay, maybe this is, yeah, not good. Okay, yeah, well, maybe he did know what was coming, and then he did that instead. All right, we just need a crit, and we need a confuse. All right, okay, that works. Yeah. Oh, interesting. We didn't catch this one. So have I just been getting really lucky?
Take a wild guess at what the next exciting area is for us to venture into. It's another cave. I'm sensing a pattern here. It also seems that Ugo really enjoyed being brutally beaten the shit out of, as he's now back to get his revenge for being cut from the team.
Oh my god, it's another Ugo. Yo!
Look, Ugo, I'm sorry man, but you gotta fix that eyesight first. I'm surprised you even found us again, to be honest. Also might be worth looking into getting a dental plan for that underbite. That looks, rather uncomfortable. But it seems that Ugo was not listening. He wanted revenge, and he wanted it badly. So he did what every underachieving man going through a life crisis would do, and forced his dreams onto his children.
Just to add salt to the wound there, you know? Okay,
But even his infant children were no match for my raw power. No. Instead, however, I was taken out rather swiftly by an anthropomorphic lollipop with the powers of Zeus himself.
That is terrifying. Gonna put some regen on.
No. Wait.
Oh. Alright, well, hopefully you can't do that again. Because that would be really... bad and awful. Jesus. One more. Yes! No! Son of a bitch. Okay, come on. You got it. No, he healed? Oh, that's so shit. That's shit. You take that. There you go. Yep. Alright, he's gonna heal again. This is so Jova. It is absolutely over, guys. Yeah, goddamn. That's nuts. What the hell was that? Damn, that's devastating. Oh god. Oh no, immediate Vietnam flashbacks. Jesus.
Even the powers of a god, however, can eventually be tamed by a British man and enough patience, because now I have one for myself. But, surprise, surprise, it's not as good when I use it, because that would be too easy.
Yeah, there you go. God, that is an insane... Dude, stop healing it, though. What are you doing? Stop! What are you doing? Bro, this is getting ridiculous. You're making a fool of yourself. Okay, well, never mind. He was making a fool out of me.
After absolutely nothing of interest happens, once again, we find ourselves in front of our clown friend, who has, managed to acquire the actual entire fucking moon, although he looks very contractually obligated to be here and looks like he could be doing far more important moon stuff. So now we've got to fulfill our duty as protagonist toddler to cause a vast astronomical shift in our solar system and life as we know it on Earth by kicking the moon's arse.
Alrighty. Go. Ninja Man. Hell yeah. Oh, 152. Oh my god. Jesus! This dude just got straight up deleted. Go. You can take that. Yup. Okay, come on. I just need like 1 or 2 more hits. Alright, here we go. Just don't use the big meteor thing. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, get fucked. Hell yeah. I didn't catch that one either. That's sad. I really wanted the moon, I suppose.
Once the moon is taken care of and we make it out of cave number 2, we realize we've gone from traveling the distance of a small pair of trees to traversing into an entirely new season, as it is now winter and I am blind.
Alright. Back onto the surface we go. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, I felt like I just got flashbanged.
Turns out Ugo isn't the only one starting a family though, as we have Ninju's whole damn bloodline just kind of wandering around out here, with his little baby brother,
It's Mini Ninja!
and his dad, who is remarkably chill for someone who is repeatedly bursting into flames. If you are led to believe in any way, shape or form there's anything that can be classed as interesting around here, you are unfortunately mistaken. So here's the boss. It's a lightning shock thing. Clown tells me I need to go home, and I, once again, an actual child, stand here staring in awe as I wonder how this dude hasn't put together yet that I don't know where I am. I quite literally may as well just be lost at sea. You're the only other human I've seen in this entire place. Of course I'm gonna try and find you. So anyway, I kill a shark.
I shock man. That's a ninja. What? Look at that. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Everyone else is taking the damage. I am just... Well, I being ninja. Ninja's just soaking it all in. Get shit on. Get shit on. You can zap. Oh! Jesus, look at that! Hell yeah. I'm not catching any of these bosses anymore. That's sad.
And upon my excitement, find more stairs. These stairs lead me down to yet another cave, and I think you're starting to see the pattern here. This game has a wonderful habit of making tough-looking things easy to defeat, and innocent-looking things terrifying forces of nature, as I'm able to fight and capture this giant powerful-looking snake, only to seconds later be completely eviscerated by a small smiling leaf.
This is... okay. What? You know, it's stuff like this which just really throws me for a loop.
And let me tell you, this goddamn leaf, this tiny, stupid leaf was a messenger for what awaited me very, very soon.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Will you get out of here, dude? I don't want your onion. Stop. Stop it. This is ridiculous. Stop. Just... Thank you. My god. No! I'm in hell. I'm in hell. This is hell. I just keep getting farted on. This dude won't stop farting on me. Leave me alone. Oh my god, no, this is worse. This is so much worse. No! Stop! Stop it! What's going on? No. No, no, please. Don't. No, don't. Stop. Stop. I want nothing to do with you. You're terrifying. That looks more fun than whatever the fuck you are. You're terrifying. I want to mess with this thing. See? He didn't even one-shot me. He confused me, and then he two-shot me. But he definitely didn't one-shot me.
Because once I left this cave, I was met with an onslaught of angry, roided up fiends who wanted nothing more than the fresh blood of badly animated children. And once more, I felt like I'd just hit a wall. I was confused, I was lost, and I just didn't know how I could possibly proceed. But I was far from defeated. In fact, I was determined. Kind of. About as much as I possibly could have been. I needed these roided up beasts for myself, and there was only one way to accomplish this. So I took a page from the fam down at the club, and I started grinding.
Scott Cawthon didn't make that game. Why do I look more in place than you do? What are you looking around for? You're like you've just planted a bomb and now you're trying to leave the area. What is going on here? That is mischievous behavior, good sir. Mischievous behavior. Zap. Zap again. Zap. At least you can't fucking heal, I swear to God. Why?
After a good few hours of what felt like slamming my head against a wall, I finally had a half-decent team that could stand up to the big boys. Plus, I'm skipping a boss or two, because this video is starting to torment my brain, and I feel like the only person who stayed at this game for longer than I have at this point is Scott himself. Not to mention the difficulty of painstakingly analysing my slow descent into complete and utter madness.
I can't do shit against any of these guys, except for you. You weird fucking gnome. Okay.
But here I am, having put about 4 or 5 hours of my life into this game and then a considerable amount more into this godforsaken video, we are finally at the end. What are we at the end of? I don't know. What have we accomplished? Not a damn clue. We're a small child running rampant in an active volcano, chasing a pissed off clown with a pocket full of creatures. Have you garnered anything from this? Look, it doesn't matter, we're here. Fester Jester over here is pissing his pants because his most powerful Powermon has turned against him, so obviously we have to stop it. Then, the big reveal. What could possibly stand atop as the apex predator of all Powermon? Enough to make the silliest of clowns run home to their mother. Great. Thanks, Scott. That's real good. So, there you have it. This is it, the big bad. An anatomically weird dragon that looks like his treasure hoard is just a big pile of jam. He's also got a green version. I'm so glad I spent approximately 5 hours getting to this prestigious moment seen by so few. Let me just remind you, by the way, that I wasn't kidding about what I said at the start. And then we fight his most prized monster. And then the game says you win. And then you win.
You've gotta be fucking kidding me. What do you mean? I thought my fucking laptop blue screened. Oh, I don't have a laptop. What am I doing?
So alas, thank you all for joining me on this journey. I'm going to go on vacation and eat Cheetos all day long. Because God fucking knows I've earned it.